Welcome back to the Life of a Fit Pro podcast. I am your Fit Pro host, Andrea Anderson, and let's dive in. Before we do, if you see my eyes dart this way, we have an active hawk nest situation in our backyard. They're beautiful. They're majestic. And apparently they bring with them these visions of following your gut and trusting your instincts and seeing the bigger picture, which I'm gonna meditate on and unpack, but they're so fun to watch. So if I get I'm literally by an open window. So if I get distracted, that's where my eyes are going, to the hawk. They're also incredibly loud and have a very, very unique screeching sound. So there's that. So if you're coming to a fitness class this week, don't bring small dogs. I don't know why you would, but don't. Or your pet guinea pig, because it's not going to be your pet much longer. All right, here we go. Speaking of which, okay, this is actually, that segue was a perfect example. Do you ever feel me on this one? Do you ever walk into a room or walk into work and you're just happy and you're just so excited to be there and you literally maybe bounce a little in your step and you're like, hi, everybody. And somehow people in the room, especially in a professional setting, will view that as, oh, you're the personality hire, or oh, you're the bubbly personality. There's not a lot going on upstairs. Has that ever happened to you? I watched the show Elle, which is a prequel to the Legally Blonde Empire. Really good. Highly recommend. It's on Prime. Check it out. And it got me thinking about this exact thing. And haven't we been here already? We went through the Legally Blonde thing. We went through the Troy Bolton thing of he could be a basketball player and he could be a theater kid. We can do the things that we want to do. We can have multifaceted personalities, okay? We can be more than a flat character. We can be more than the box that you put us into. But it got me thinking about my own professional experience. And I've always been typecast as the cheerleader, the bubbly personality. And friends, I've never been a cheerleader. I just am happy to be alive and happy to be in the room. And I really only sign on to things that I feel good about, or things that are helping me do the things that I'm feeling good about, if you feel me. It's just, why is it that we're still here? We still believe that you cannot be both professional and we'll call it bubbly. Why can't we be both? So I thought about that. And I thought, where does this idea come from? Let's unpack it, because I am a writer and an historian by trade, working on becoming a scientist by trade. It's slowly happening. And I like to look at the etymology and the background of words. So, okay, professional. Let's talk about the word professional. When you think about somebody that is professional, what comes to mind? Maybe serious. Maybe, don't come after me, glasses. Maybe slow, deep, mature. This movement, if you're watching with the hands, an open palm with the fingers out, apparently means that you're really good at thinking and you're really smart. And if I stop and I slowly nod my head just a couple of times, and if I don't smile too much, and if I squint my eyes a little bit as I'm saying it, don't you think that I'm a little smarter and a little more professional? But I'm also boring. Let's call it what it is. That's fine. But usually we equate the word professional with calm, with serious, with boring, with black, with gray, with navy, not pink and orange and yellow and happy colors, right? The more muted colors of your closet. When you're going for a job interview, how many people wear pink? Who's wearing pink? Who's wearing, I hope you are, who's wearing flowers? Depends on the job, I guess. we go for the things that make us look a little more serious because we want to be perceived as professional. But why is it that we've decided that that's what it looks like? Some people are warm. Some people are bubbly. Some people are serious and calm. Some people are intense. Why can't we consider all of those things professional? Why? Why? All right. So now let's equate this to the fitness industry. So I have encountered both kinds of fitness professionals in my career. I have always felt a little more guided toward those who are similar to me, upbeat, energetic, happy to see you, smiles, themed workouts, colorful clothing, probably wearing makeup. Don't come after me. Branded stuff. That's sort of who I've sided with in the fitness industry. But there's another part of the fitness industry that I've never felt like I was like them because they had PhDs. They were biological scientists. They were exercise scientists. They were kinesiologists. They studied the serious parts. They were like, let me tell you about the VO2 max on that. And I'm like, okay, cool. I was just counting squats, but fine. But even within the fitness industry where if people know me from the fitness industry, they equate that with bubbly, personality, energetic. But there's also this very serious part to it. And I've been slowly, as I've been taking classes, master's classes, I've been slowly infusing and imparting little bits of knowledge when I'm teaching my classes, like having a little like drop knowledge moment and then back to counting reps or back to like being happy and flitting about. But like what would happen if those two things came together? I'm going to find out because that's going to be me. I'm going to be the girl with the PhD who is also bubbly. Like, watch out world, she's coming. But like, that's a thing, even in the fitness industry. And there are the serious instructors, the serious trainers, the ones who get up at 3 a.m. and train all day, and the ones who eat the same thing for lunch and breakfast. And I do that too, though. That's just fixation. We'll let that slide. There are the ones who are correct in their way of sharing the yoga repertoire. Oh my gosh, this just reminds me, I'm all over the place today, but this just reminds me of a conversation I had with another instructor where I used to teach, who literally said to me, how do you teach a yoga class at lunchtime in 30 minutes? That's not real yoga. Okay, the yoga that I teach is the real yoga. It's the proper yoga. What is the proper yoga? We were in the same like training. We took the same training. I know we took the same training. It's just wild that like they're even within a small town fitness professional group, there are people who think that they are better, they are smarter, they are more serious. They are the ones who, people should be coming to. There's even a local yoga studio that uses their teachers' like certifications and degrees as ammo of like, this is why you should train with us because we have all the degrees. We've got master's degrees. We've got bachelor's degrees. We've got PhDs. We're the only one that has this collection of this. So you should come train with us. I mean, okay, like I get that, but why can't you have both? Some of the best like minds and creators and thinkers that I've ever encountered in my life don't even have a college degree. They just have life experience. And why are they not serious if they don't have the degree? I'm working on getting the degrees. So like, I get it. I want to have it. But why do we equate that with being serious? And why is it that if you also show up bubbly, warm, you remember people's names, you remember clients' dogs' names, you remember their birthdays, you know what's ailing them, you know what they're doing at work. Like, why is that not also professional? What is going on? What is going on? Okay, come after me with my themes. Come after me. Okay, what else? So where does that come from? There is this pressure to tone yourself down. So if you want to be taken seriously and given the opportunity for promotions, you have to show up mature. You have to tone yourself down a little bit. You have to as one of my former mentors, bosses, we're not calling them a mentor, said, maybe listen a lot more than you speak. Don't offer anything until you're at this level. Why am I in the room? Don't invite me. Don't invite me if you don't want me to talk, because I kind of like to talk and I'm going to talk. So I left that room. Here's what I want. I want Bubbly to be also professional. I want those to be the same thing, that you can be excited about the work that you're doing and energetic about the work that you're doing, and that you can smile or not smile if you don't want to, but not be told that you have to smile. You feel me? Because I don't want to be told by men, especially, that I need to smile more. I really do smile a lot though. But I did. Interestingly enough, a lot of the hate that I've gotten in my professional experience has been from other women, which is just freaking mind-boggling because we're all trying to figure this out together. But I've literally had people tell me that I'm too much and I should tone it down because it's not fair because others can't meet me at that level. Then get out of the game. Like, this isn't your game. We're not on the same playing field then. Like, go do your thing, I'll do my thing. We don't have to be doing the same thing. And then if I do show up as bubbly, energetic, excited, the first time that I show up a little serious, people are like, whoa, are you okay? Is something wrong? Do you need to go home? Are you ill? Like, no, I'm allowed to also be professional. And whoa, see, I just did it. I'm allowed to be serious. I'm allowed to be introspective. I'm not one-dimensional. Like, we're not one-dimensional, and that's okay. That's okay. Can you tell I get really heated about this topic? I also want to have a moment to talk about confidence and being professional. So we tend to see somebody who's very confident, like shoulders back, chest forward, eyes up, chin up. That person is obviously professional and obviously leadership material. But sometimes confidence is quiet, and some of the best leaders and mentors that I've had were the quiet ones. They are just really good at scouting talent, and they're really good at filling the room with people that will make the organization or the project better. They're just a little quiet, but they've been really good at what they do. They know how to fill the room with the right people. So they're not bubbly, but they're not serious, but they're still very professional. Like, there's all kinds of pieces to this. This is like, you get to see inside my brain at this moment. If you're scared, I understand. There will be another happy episode soon. Okay, so here's the thing. Regardless of whether you show up bubbly or you show up serious, there is a client for you in the role that you have. And here's the thing. You're allowed to be both. And that's up to you to decide. And if other people want to put you in a box, that's their problem. That's their interpretation of you. But you're allowed to be both of those things. And from my experience, yes, clients do say that I have a lot of energy. Sometimes that scares people. Sometimes that excites people. But it also, sometimes that's not the thing that they remember. They remember how you made them feel. So whether you showed up to them as energetic or serious and calm, if you noticed them, if you asked them questions, if you made them feel comfortable, they're going to remember that over like how you were. Now, if you have frenetic energy, like that freaks some people out. I know, because sometimes I get really, really, really pumped about something, and I could see the horror in your eyes where you're like, whoa, too much. But for the most part, my clients match my energy, or they're just like, I don't know, they're like, that's cute. That's cute energy. I want to be around that. So by being myself, I found my people, my little mix of bubbly and serious. Like, I have somewhere in between. Like, I'll be your friend until it's time to start class. Then we got to get down to business, and we're not friends anymore. We got to go. We got to move on. But people will remember that you made them feel good about themselves, that you asked questions, that you made them feel confident. Maybe people have a feeling toward bubbly or serious, but I think just show up as you are, and the right people will find you. This is such a personal topic to me because I've been questioned about my seriousness, and I've been questioned about, what it is like I bring to the table. which is crazy. I've left those rooms, obviously, but I just, like in the words of Elle Woods, right? Like, don't let them underestimate you. You're allowed to be multifaceted. You're allowed to have two sides of the coin. You're allowed multiple. You can have more than that. You can be bubbly, serious, and whimsical, something else. Like, make people keep guessing. Make people keep guessing. I do get typecast as the cheerleader. I do get typecast as that, and that's not my problem. And the more that I've aged, and like I had an encounter last week where somebody was like, they thought that they always think that I'm a student, or they think that I'm not a 20-year seasoned professional because I'm excited to hang out with them and show them around campus and whatever. And they're really surprised. They're like, oh, like shocked, surprised. Like, I can't believe you have a real job. You collect a paycheck for this, and like you've done this for 20 years. Like, wow. Yep, sure have. But whatever. That's fine. Like, people just, you prove your expertise through your work. And I prove it by having clients that keep coming back, and by having clients that are successful and feel confident and feel like a better version, like the best version of themselves, right? Your work speaks for you. It doesn't matter how you show up. And there's something to that, I think. And I just want to encourage you to keep being exactly who you are, because that's the perfect way to show up. Don't worry about people thinking that you're too much. Okay. Don't worry about people thinking that you're not serious enough. Okay. Don't worry about giggling. Don't worry about being happy. Don't worry about being excited, because listen, people who are miserable like to point out the negative side of things when you offer them. And you want to, in those situations, you want to take a step back and just have a moment of like, not like feeling sorry for that person, but just understanding that there's probably something else going on that has absolutely nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Okay, so here's my challenge for you. This has been all over the place, so thank you if you've made it this far. I want to ask you this. I want to challenge you with this. What part of yourself have you been shrinking because you thought it looked more professional? I want you to meditate on that question. I want to encourage you to keep learning, to keep glowing up, to keep showing up, and to keep being authentic, because that's exactly who you need to be. The world needs more professionals who are both kind and thoughtful and bubbly and serious. Like, why can't we be all of those things? Why can't we be all of those things? And I have also been told that I'm intimidating. I've intimidated other people, which is, again, not your problem. It's not your problem. Just keep showing up as you. So in the spirit of Elle Woods, and in the spirit of being exactly who you are, go tackle this week. And I really want you to think about if you are shrinking yourself to be perceived as more professional. And I feel like we're not done with this conversation. I think more is going to come from this, but that's where we are today. So thank you so much for listening to that stream of consciousness, because that's literally what it was. It was probably the least organized thought pattern I've ever had for a podcast, but I appreciate you being here. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Share if you've had moments like that. I would love to know. You don't have to share it publicly. You can send me a message or just tell me in person. I am here for you. So, all right. See you next time. Bye.